Hello and welcome to another amazing video on Microsoft Excel for data analytics. Today we are looking at one of the most amazing features or functions in Microsoft Excel if you're working as a data analyst, and I'm talking about using the if function. Now I'm going to be breaking out the if function videos on the if function, all right, from level 1 all the way to about level 3 or level 4, all right. And so if you are ready, we are starting off today's video with level 1 if function, where we are just looking or concentrating on one logical functions. And so let's get right into it.
It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing, nothing now. It's all gonna be good. So breathe like you know you should. Yeah, breathe.
Okay, so when we say the if function, what does the if function actually do? All right, so the if function evaluates a condition, okay, and then it returns a value if the condition is true. All right, so it's as simple as that. It's going to evaluate a condition that you are going to give it. So it's more or less like a logical function or a logical condition, all right, that you give to it, all right, or you put in the formula, all right. And so it's as simple as that, all right. It's going to evaluate a condition and it's going to return a value. And so in this particular instance, this is the data set that we are using, all right. This is our Excel workbook, all right, and the information in this is what we are using. And so we have the name and we have sales, all right. And so we want to assign some bonuses, all right, to these people, all right. But then we can't just up and then start adding the bonuses or start giving bonuses and all of that, all right. Now this particular instance, what you can see is that because the data set is short, we can easily just look at this and then do that, right? Bonus and all of that. But everything we do in Microsoft Excel on this particular channel, I want you to look at it as though we are working with more than 10,000 records, all right. So we are working with more than 10,000 records. In view of this, we can go through each row one by one and do what, and then just type in bonus, all right. Just type in bonus and then this one is not bonus and this is bonus and this is not bonus. No, we can't do that. There are 10,000 records, all right. We can't possibly want to do that or know how to do that. And so in view of this, we can use the if function to derive that, all right. Where we are going to give it a conditional a logic, we are going to input a logic in the formula, all right, where we say, all right, so if this meets this logic, then return a bonus, all right, or highlight it as bonus or put in the bonus bracket as this person deserves a bonus. And then if it doesn't meet that logic function, all right, then we shouldn't return a bonus, or that means that person does not require a bonus, all right. So it's going to be as simple as that, all right, as just that. Okay, and so in view of this, we are going to be using the if function to do that. And like I said, if it's a function, it starts with an equal to, okay. And so we are just going to say equal to. So you can see right there that we have, this is the logical function that we are, this is a logical function, all right. Then we are going to be basing what we are doing on, all right. So we are saying that if sales, which is this, all right. So let me just take this out, all right. So we are saying that it says if sales is above 10,000, that means that person qualifies for a bonus, all right. So if the sales amount, so this is the sales amount for each particular person, all right. This is the sales amount for each particular person, and we are saying that if the sales amount, all right, for a person is above 10,000 USD, all right, or dollars, that means that person qualifies for a bonus. And so we are supposed to put that here, all right. Where in this particular column, we are going to see those people that qualify for a bonus and those people that do not qualify for a bonus. Now, you might be thinking, what if we find those people are then what? Now, in the next few if function videos that we're making, you will see how to go about working around that, all right. But since this is just the level 1, you need to get an understanding on how the if function works, and that is what this video is all about, all right. So just focus on how to understand the if function and how to use the if function, all right, in your work as data professionals in Microsoft Excel, all right. And so we have bonus right here, and we want to fill this column with any particular person who's achieved over 10,000 US dollars, all right, as bonus, all right. We just want to fill that here so that we can take this and say that, all right, so this person actually needs to get a bonus because it's achieved over 10,000 USD in sales. This person does not need to get that because, as you can see, the formula says that this person didn't meet that qualification of having a sales of over 10,000 USD, all right. And so how do we write this? So we are simply going to say equal to, and we are going to use the if function or the if formula. and that's going to be if. All right, so if, and then we open bracket, and it's asking us for what the logical test is. So what is the logical test? So the logical test in this case is that the sales must be greater than 10,000. All right, the sales must be greater than 10,000 Ghana, 10,000 US dollars. All right, and so that is our logical test. All right, and so I'm going to say if the logical test is if sales, that is this, all right, if this is greater than, all right, so we are using the greater than symbol, is greater than 10,000. All right, so if this is greater than 10,000, so that is our logical test. All right, we are looking for sales that are greater than 10,000. All right, and so if the sales, we are selecting just the first one, all right, is greater than 10,000, then what are we going to do? Then we are going to say comma, then we are going to return a value. So if the sales is over 10,000, what should we get in that particular column to indicate that indeed this person has achieved sales of over 10,000 Ghana cedis? All right, and in view of this, we are going to say if this is greater than 10,000, then the value that we want to get, if indeed the person has really gotten over 10,000 USD in sales, then we should just say then the person deserves a bonus, like this. So we put that, because it's a string value, we put that in the bracket. All right, don't forget that it's a string value. Now you can see that this 10,000 is the string value because it's an integer, it's a numeric value, so we leave it like that. All right, but we are going to say, so if b2, which is this, is greater than 10,000, then we should return a bonus. All right, then we want this column, all right, the bonus column should show that it deserves a bonus. All right, and so that is that. Then I'm going to say comma. So what if that this particular sales is less than 10,000? That is what this is asking. All right, and so if b2 is greater than 10,000, we want you to return a bonus. However, if it's not more than 10,000, that means if it's less or equal to 10,000, then we are going to say does not deserve a bonus. All right, or we are going to say requirement, or this is going to belong to, let's just say no bonus, as simple as that. And now we are going to put that also in the quotation, all right, because again it's a string value. All right, so this is simply saying that if b2, all right, which is if this sales amount, all right, is greater than 10,000, then we are going to say it should return a bonus. So this column should return a bonus. However, if this b2 is not greater than 10,000, then we are going to say it should return no bonus. All right, that means the person either made less than 10,000 sales or equal to 10,000 sales. Okay, and now right after, we can just close this and hit on enter. And now you can see right here that this is showing no bonus. That means this particular figure right here is actually less than 10,000 USD, and that's why it's showing no bonus. And now we can just right click, double click on this, and it's going to show us all the values that exceeded 10,000 that deserves a bonus, and those that do not deserve a bonus. All right, so in here what we can see is that we can say that, all right, so for some does not deserve a bonus. He is not qualified for a bonus. Why? Because the sales amount is less than the logical function, which is to have an amount greater than 10,000 in sales, but he had just 4,000 in sales, so he's not qualified for a bonus. However, when we come here, we can see that James qualified for a bonus. Why? Because the amount of sales is made exceeds 10,000 US dollars. All right, and she's telling us that now he deserves a bonus, or he qualifies for a bonus. Now, this particular amount also, which is 11,000, is greater than the 10,000 US dollars, as that is the benchmark or the baseline. All right, per our logical statement. All right, so that also deserves a bonus. Now, this one is 6,300. It isn't up to 10,000, so it doesn't deserve a bonus. So Annabelle doesn't deserve a bonus. Now, Kaiser right here, also making sales of 7,800, which is less than 10,000, so also does not. And then we have 19,000, which deserves a bonus. And so this is how we can use the if function, all right, in Microsoft Excel to fill out columns by logical statements that we are providing to it. All right, now in view of this, I can simply just go in and say that, all right, so now if the, all right, you can simply just say, now I don't want the sales to be above it. All right, I want the sales to be, so if the sales is let's say less than, all right, so if sales is less than or equal to, all right, let's say less than or equal to, because you have 11,000, I'll use 11,000, all right. If it's less or equal to 11,000, all right, then we are going to see needs improvement, all right. So we want to see needs improvement. All right, so this is now a logical statement. Here I say if the sales, all right, if the sales amount is less than or equal to 11,000, then it needs improvement. All right, so that is what we are looking at currently. So again, I'm just going to come here, delete all of this, and now we can go in there and do that. So again, it's a function, so I'm simply going to go equal to, I'm going to say if, all right, if what is a logical statement that this particular column, if it's less than 11,000, then we are going to say what it needs improvement. All right, so if the logical statement, if this is less than or equal to, hello, I'm Meshak here, and still in the course of the video, just wanted to take a minute and to let you know that if you're a small business owner or someone trying to break into data analytics, hey, you should know that I can help you move faster without confusion. Over here, I offer one-on-one data analytics coaching where I teach you podcast skills in Power BI, SQL, Excel, Python, right, and business insights tailored to your goals. Whether it's for improving decisions or landing a role, you are at the right place. I also needed to know that I've also created a Power BI beginner ebook that breaks everything down step by step, no jargon, no overwhelming. And so if you are ready to actually understand data and use it with confidence, I'll ask you to check the links right below. I've attached it to my video. Alright, and you can see, so this is my one-on-one coaching where you can book a coaching session with me and you can get to ask me questions directly and I can help you to solve any problem that you are looking to solve when it comes to data analytics. You can also find my ebook here, right? And so if there is something that you like, you can simply go in and then you can purchase it, and it's quite affordable, so you can just go in and purchase it, and trust me that you are going to get the value that you are looking for as you buy this book. All right, so without much ado, I digress. Let's move back to the video. All right, so if, because we are looking at if it's less than or equal to, I'm simply going to say now if this is less than or equal to 11,000, all right, if it's less than or equal to 11,000, then we want to say needs improvement. All right, so I'm simply going to come here and I'm going to say needs improvement. All right, so needs improvement. And then if it's actually more than 11,000, so comma, so if it's more than 11,000, then that means okay. So if it's more than 11,000, then we want you to return okay. All right, so it's more than 11,000, so that needs improvement, so it is okay. And now we can close this, hit on enter, and now we are going to see right here that this is now showing us the sales that needs improvement and those that do not need improvement, those that exceeds 11,000. All right, per our logical statement. So you can see it right there. And so this is how the if function works. All right, that we can start getting used to. Okay, and so yeah, I'll be ending the video right here on right here. All right, and just give you the opportunity to try your hands on it for in preparation for the next available video. And we are going to be going in depth on the if function. All right, and so yeah, if you enjoyed today's video on if function, be sure to comment down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you enjoyed in this particular video. All right, don't forget to hit the like button as well, so that you can so that it, because it helped me with the YouTube algorithm, excuse me. So hit on the like button since it helped me with the YouTube algorithm. All right, so that it gets far, so other people can also see the video. All right, watch and improve their data analytics skills in Microsoft Excel. And also be sure to hit on the subscribe button so that you can join the Nakama. That when I upload another video like this, you'll be among the first to be notified. And so without much ado, I'll be ending, and like always, do be sure to take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe.
Whatever you take, baby, that's what you like. I'll do it.